Before Merrill, Reese, and Jeremiah Trotter officially get inducted into the Eagles Hall of Fame tomorrow night, Monday Night Football against the Green Bay Packers, there was the Sunday Hall of Fame brunch, and I was there. It was an awesome experience. So basically, Merrill and Trotter, they met with reporters, and I'm going to have some video for you guys very shortly. But before I get to that, I just want to say, just to kind of tell you guys a little bit about myself. I've known what I wanted to do since I was like 5 years old. I wanted to be part of the media since a very, very young age. And there were three guys that I idolized growing up. Ray Didinger, Harry Callis, and Merrill Reese. And I finally got to meet Reese today. I mean, just a genuine, humble human being, as nice as they get. Wow. So I'm in this, we're in this lounge. We got all these Eagles Hall of Famers there. Brian Westbrook, Bill Berge, well, Quentin Michael's not a Hall of Famer, but he was there too. You had Mike Quick. You had all these guys, in this room. And Reese spent like 5 to 10 minutes with me, just talking some football, talking some profession, giving me some pointers of what I can do in the future to help my career. And he's just talking to little old me. It's a room full of, all these Eagles greats. He's talking to me for 5 to 10 minutes. So, awesome. Really, really cool. And, yeah, so without further ado, I kind of told you guys a little bit, but without further ado, I was part of the media today, so I'm going to give you guys their little media sessions that they had with reporters. So enjoy, and hopefully you guys, hopefully you guys like it. Take care.
So here's my silent.
So this isn't your first Hall of Fame, since you're part of the Philadelphia Hall of Fame. So how does this add to everything you've brought to the city?
This does add. This is it. I mean, this is the greatest honor that I've ever received, and it's amazing to be honored for something that you do that you love so much. It's really such a pleasure. There's nothing I'd rather do than broadcast an Eagles football game, but being inducted into the Eagles Hall of Fame is the ultimate. There's nothing that I would consider a greater honor.
And so today is one thing, but what about tomorrow night when you're out on the field and everyone's cheering? How do you think that's going to go?
I don't think about it. I think about what I have to do to get ready to do a broadcast with the Green Bay Packers tomorrow, with all the numbers and all of the formations and all that I have to do to get ready to be a good broadcaster tomorrow night. And when I go down on the field at halftime, it will be a great moment, but whatever that feeling is, I'll feel it then. I don't think about it now.
And if you can look back, what was your favorite game to call or favorite moment with Eagles?
There have been so many of them. I mean, people talk about the first miracle of the Meadowlands. They talk about the NFC Championship games, 2 of them, one against the Cowboys back in 1981, the end of the 80 season, and the other in 2005 after the 4 season against Atlanta. But my favorite game was December 19th, 2010, Eagles and the New York Giants, where the Eagles were down 31-10, and they had that amazing second half comeback, and it was won by the Deshaun Jackson punt return that put out the lights. So that, to me, was the most remarkable experience I've ever had behind the microphone, describing that.
For a young broadcaster coming up, what advice would you have for them?
Well, it's a tough field, but I think the word I use, and my son is a film producer, not a producer, he's a visual effects editor out in Hollywood. And when he graduated from college and he went out there, I told him one word that is more important than any other, and that is resilience. Because a lot of people are going to say no, and a lot of doors are going to be slammed, and the people who end up in these great jobs, who are fortunate, are the ones who just keep coming back, who get knocked down and get up. And no matter if people say, hey, you're not good enough, you can't make it, if you in your mind, if you believe in yourself, just keep going after it. But my word of advice is be resilient. Don't let anybody tell you anything. Just go after it and keep that confidence. And that's probably the same not only as a broadcaster, but the same in any field, any sport. You just keep going. And if you want something bad enough, hopefully you'll have an opportunity.
You saw Jeremiah Trotter play, and now you're getting inducted at the same time as him. Talk about what he meant to the Eagles.
Oh, he meant everything. Jeremiah Trotter was a great linebacker. As you can look at Jeremiah and realize he had great size, more size than most of the linebackers today, and he was a powerful man. But he played the game with a passion. I mean, we talk about the big contracts that athletes play for, but by and large, I believe that the great players do it because they love it. Certainly there are financial considerations in this world that all of us have, but he played with such passion. He wanted to drive himself to be the best, to win, to do everything he could to help this team on the field and off the field. He was a great leader. He was an emotional player, and he was also a tremendously sound linebacker. He didn't just do it on the field. He did it in the film room during the week. He went to practice every day with the idea that I've got to be better today than I was yesterday. He is really somebody who's made it because of his, number one, his ability, but that great heart and that great desire to be great.
What goes into calling a game? Just the hours that it takes during the week and the preparation?
The hours are unending. The hours are living. It's not a job. It's a life. It's a way of life. I'm down here every day. I go to the practice sessions. I'm meeting with coaches. I have shows to do during the week, interviews. But no matter what time I get home, I still go into my study and I look at game tape and I prepare and I do the memorization. It's all consuming. It's a 75, 80-hour week during the football season.
Thank you.
Thank you, Merrill.
Okay.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Okay, thanks.
Jeremiah, we just asked Merrill about you. He had glowing reviews. What's your relationship with Merrill here?
Man, you know, any highlight I ever had, you know, I mean, he's the voice of the Eagles for over 40 years. And I just remember listening to his voice and just, you can listen to Merrill on the radio and he'll make you feel like you're at the game. I mean, attention to detail, whatever I'm traveling, and you know, I listen to the game on the radio, and I love listening to Merrill. You know, and his voice, man, that's all I know. I mean, he's the only guy I know as the voice of the Eagles. From the day I got here, every highlight you see, you hear his voice, and you know, it's distinct. And when he speaks, you know exactly who it is, man. And just being able, when I found out I was going in with Merrill, you know, I was ecstatic. I told Jeffrey I was excited, and it's a pleasure to go in with you, Merrill. Pleasure, man.
Thank you.
And for you, you're only the fourth linebacker on Eagles to receive this honor. So how does that feel to join the ranks with all the greats?
Wow. A lot of linebackers come through this organization, and to be inducted into the Eagles Hall with all the other greats means a lot to me. I'm excited for my family, excited for the fans. You know, we got the greatest fans.
What do you miss most about the game?
Just being with your teammates in the locker room. I miss standing in front of that huddle, you know, after a long drive, and you know, seeing, you know, some guys looking down and you having to say something to those guys to get them going. You know, just commanding the huddle. I miss that part. You know,